Hey guys, back at it again, doing another weekend project. Today I'm going to show you something simple, easy, and fixable. We're going to go ahead and install the Serpentine belt on this 2008 Nissan Altima. This is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. Pretty easy, simple, and fixable. You will need to remove the tire for this, so let's go and do that real quick. Alright, once the tire is removed, we're going to go ahead and remove this shield. Basically, there's little clips. You could just pry them off with a flathead screwdriver or a tool like this. Sometimes they might be a little bit too brittle and break off, so just be careful. Oops, there goes one. So there's one right here. This was missing, so I gotta note to myself, I gotta put one in there. And there's another one and these two. So let's go ahead and move these. And again, just be careful not to damage them or break them, just because they're very brittle. Let's do that real quick. Alright, there goes flying another one. And this one. And one more. So I'll take that one off. This one here. Alright. So once you take all those clips, we're going to go ahead and just gently pry this out of the way. Like so. Just put it here. Let me get these so I don't lose them. So once you remove that little shield, this is actually the Serpentine belt that we're gonna go to remove. Let me see if I get some lighting here, guys, so I can give you guys a better angle. And again, it's easier if you just remove the tire than going from the top, but it's your preference. All right, so let me get some lighting so we can go to the next step. Alright guys, I got some light here to give you guys a better angle. So the next step, this is to free up the Serpentine belt. We have to use a 14 millimeter, you can use like a wrench, 14 millimeter wrench, and we're going to put it here on the belt tensioner, and you're going to want to go ahead and push it that way. So you're going to want to do it clockwise, like so. And you see how that moved that slack? I'm just using one hand just to kind of give you guys an idea. Oh, sorry about that. Let me put the lighting back. Okay, here we go. So all you do is just put that 14 millimeter wrench, just muscle out of there, and then you can free up the actual belt. But before, I kind of got a step up myself. But before you do that, I would definitely encourage to either draw kind of like a diagram. I don't know if you can see, but this is actually the belt tensioner. On top of that, it's the power steering and the alternator. Let me see if I can show you guys real quick. Let me take this off. Get some lighting. Okay. So this is a belt tensioner, and then right there's the power steering, and up there is the alternator, the one on the top. So just, draw yourself or take a picture of how the Serpentine goes. It goes on top of the alternator, down to the power steering, and it kind of goes from the power steering. It goes to this other, I think this is a water pump pulley, and then it comes back to the belt tensioner, and then to the crankshaft, and then to the AC, and then back to the alternator. Hopefully that kind of gave you an idea how to take it off. So let me go ahead and continue taking this off. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can show you more. Remove it from here. second and get it out of the AC condenser. And I believe the last part, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the last part is the AC, which is just going to come down like so. Alright, and go ahead and inspect it, make sure, you know, it's, count the rivets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then when you get the new one, always compare the length and the size, just to make sure it's the same. Let me take this one out. Oh, this is a part number, in case you're interested. So I'm also counting the rivets here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm just gonna get these together. And actually, you know what? I'm glad I'm checking, because I just noticed that I was given the wrong part. You see how small this one is? Literally. So I'll be calling my customer, because my customer dropped this off for me to do it. That's a con thing about not ordering your parts your own. You rely on the customer to bring it, and in this case it's going to cost time and money. So no worries, guys, just a lesson learned. This is why you always want to check, because you don't want to just take it out and install it and be like, what's going on? So let me go ahead and order the correct part, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so just wanted to give you guys an idea. I was actually taking a look at the service manual, and I wanted to kind of share this with you. This is for a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. So the belt's going to go on the alternator, AL for alternator, and it's going to go through the water pump pulley. And then from the water pump pulley, it's going to go to the power steering pulley, and it's going to come back to the tensioner, belt tensioner. It is going to go through the crank pulley, and then lastly to the AC. So I wanted to share with you guys this diagram in case you guys don't have it in your vehicle, but just give you an idea. And when I get the belt, I'm actually going to go ahead and from the top, I'm going to go ahead and insert it here first, and then I'm just going to put it down, so that way I can show you guys how it's going to be done. Okay. Alright guys, so they should deliver the right part today. This is the actual part number, and again, let's go ahead and compare it again with the actual one that I took off. As you can probably see, kind of looks much better in length compared to the other one. So let me show you how to install this. Again, count the ribs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so normally again, to make it easier on you, I'm gonna go ahead and start off by just placing the serpentine belt. All I'm doing, I'm just grabbing it. I'm just going to just put it inside as best as I can, because I'm gonna push it from the bottom right now, but I'll show you right now, because I want to get this side here on the actual alternator. So let me show you here. If we come here, I'm just gonna push this like so. I'm gonna come back here, making sure that the serpentine, it's there. Okay, so that's on the alternator. And if you remember the diagram, alternator, and this is going to go around the water pump. So if I could give you lighting, let me see here. Let's see if I can show you guys. Let me give you guys better look here. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and put the serpentine belt like that. See how it is? And then I'm gonna pull it from the bottom, since I already have it over the water pump. So I have this alternator like this, then I'm gonna pull it towards the power steering, and then back to the tensioner, and then the crank pulley and the AC. So let's go and do that real quick. Just wanted to show you guys this part up here. So let me go and get this bad boy up in the air, so that way I can kind of show you guys what it's gonna look like. Alright guys, so now that we've come underneath the vehicle, just keep in mind the serpentine belt is basically over the water pump up here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get the serpentine belt and put it over the power stem pulley. So it's gonna go up here like so, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move the serpentine belt like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that the serpentine belt goes underneath the AC pulley, and I'm gonna make a little connection here to the actual crankshaft pulley, and there's a little slack, this little slack is gonna go over the belt tensioner. So I'm gonna just position here like so, and I'm gonna grab the 14mm wrench, and I'm gonna place it in here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn it, so that will allow me to go ahead and put the serpentine belt over the tensioner. So let me go and do that real quick. Alright guys, I got my camera on the tripod. I'm going to show you how it's done. So now you're going to get your 14mm wrench. You want to make sure that's really nice and flushed, and then we're going to go ahead and muscle this wrench, and we're going to move it like so all the way, and then we're just going to go ahead, we're going to go ahead and maneuver the serpentine belt on the top like so. See that? Right there. And then we're going to go ahead and make sure everything's nice and seated, and then we're just going to let the wrench easily go. So I hope this video helps you out, guys. Again, we're going to put everything back. Don't forget to put the shield in with the pins, with the clips. And hopefully this video helped you out, guys. Subscribe, like, and comment. Have a blessed day. Take care, guys.